Hello everyone and welcome back to ZooCrafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we are currently standing on my brand new gazebo! I don't really want to jump around because I'm probably going to smack you guys into the roof without meaning to, but look at how nice this is! I have my very own little gazebo sticking right out the side of my cliffside home here in Zoodesia Zoo, and it can overlook so much of my yard. It's just a few blocks outside of, where I had my yard before, but there's something about being able to stand here and just have a clear view of some of the beautiful trees that some of the people have planted in our world. I mean, look how gorgeous they are. There's something nice about hopefully being able to peer into the depths of that river and keep an eye on where that little man-eater is swimming, cough cough, and seeing some of the builds I'm really proud of in the distance just come together. That makes me so excited and really reminds me I want to build a very special sort of like bridge sky tram thing from the top of our future Arctic exhibits all the way down to where I hope to have the Wolf Lodge, where people can come and stay in style when they come to stay at our zoo in the future. But guys, I know this is a tiny little silly project, but it made me so happy to complete. I also was very careful not to disturb the local wildlife that we have with our bee. We have a queen bee who has since passed on right over here. She is ready for this young princess queen right over here, the bee grub, to eat some royal jelly and take over her apiary in just a little bit here, but I was careful not to disturb her or any of the rest of the leaves growing from this paper bark tree that is very helpfully continuing to give us paper. And it was just nice. Sometimes it's these small projects that just really make you feel quite fulfilled about things, Alia. And speaking about being fulfilled, why don't you and Lily and Tate come over and I will give everybody a little bit of food. Tate, here you go. I have some raw fish for you. And then Lily, I have some pumpkin, turkey, and peaches for you. And then I've got some raw pork chops that have just been sitting in my pocket. Yay. Alia! Oh, Alia! There you go, girl. I don't know how you teleported to me so quickly the other day, but here, come on. Come on, Alia. Come on. All right, let's run this way and see if she'll join me. Alia, you are definitely having some interesting swimming in the ground. Oh, there you go. Okay. Definitely. Alia, sit. Alia. Alia, sit. There we go. But there. All right. Yeah, I know that was like a ridiculously small project, all things considered, but it made me really happy. And actually, guys, recently I read a book. I read a really awesome book called Frugal Woods, and it was absolutely fantastic. It was all about how to live your life simply and happily, and I really, really loved it. But there's a line in it when they talk about living on a homestead and how they realized they couldn't just make their life an endless series of to-do projects because they're never going to be done. They live on a homestead now. There's always going to be more work to do, and it totally resonated with me because I thought, that's so true, because there's always more work to do in the zoo as well here in Zoodesia, and it made me feel a lot better about tackling little projects like that, or just kind of taking my time on some things, because guys, as long as I am around, we're going to have work to do in the zoo. I can definitely say that with a lot of confidence now. Here, we'll put the campfire away in here for now. I just have my pockets full of so many interesting and random things, like a health syringe, a whole bunch of raw fish. Oh my goodness, you just never know what you're going to find in my pocket. So yeah, I know lately we haven't been going over our list of lost quests, and that's because it was actually really kind of wearing me out to focus so intensely on trying to get things done and not following through on the things that my heart just sang for, like building a random little gazebo in my yard. So now that we've done that, I actually feel fantastic. So let that be a lesson in pursuing some of the things that just make your heart sing. And do I have a little hoe? Let's check if I have. I do not. We can make one really quickly. It is amazing to me how much wood we just chew through all of the time when we're doing our projects. So I definitely need to have some sort of tree farm at some point. And I'll plant a couple strawberries there. All right, strawberry here and a strawberry here. Good. But on the nature of like doing just a bunch of little projects, I kind of wanted to continue celebrating spring today by planting a whole bunch of mint, planting some of the really nice smelling herbs that I very much love and enjoy. And I want to work on my little gazebo some more. So yes, I know there is so much to do in the zoo. And yes, I know that having a to-do list and focusing intentionally on getting some stuff is very important. But I'm really enjoying this. This feels good. So I think today we're going to go ahead and I want to make a little spot. Oh, and I need to get some water to put under the cinnamon tree. Oh, and I actually need to harvest the cinnamon. Oh, wait. I must have a water source nearby I forgot about. Cool! This ground is actually nice and fertile and clearly ready to have some seeds planted in it. But I want to make a little path leading up to my brand new, in fact, actually, let's do it like this. Leading up to my brand new gazebo. So I want to have like a little dirt path branching off from this dirt path that might kind of like a zigzag a little bit. And then come on up, and it's not going to be very big, but I would just love to have it lead up, maybe sideways. I hate straight paths. I know that sounds so silly, but straight paths just are so boring. If you have the option, why not make it kind of wiggle all over the place? Let's see. So maybe like this, and then maybe like this. And then we'll figure it out. I'm going to chisel the dirt so that it matches the dirt in my garden, and we'll make a new little path that leads up to the gazebo. So let's see, I'm sure I have a chisel lying around somewhere. But yeah, it was just really fun because when they were talking about their life on the homestead, they were very much go-getters, kind of like myself and Chips, that like to have really like strict projects, and they like to see the projections on what is on their to-do list being met. And that just wasn't happening with their life on the homestead. And any of you guys, whoa, I have no idea what that was all about. Interesting. But any of you who happen to live on a homestead sort of environment, or any of you who happen to live like on a farm kind of environment, can probably definitely relate. There's always going to be more work to do. You can't really just catch up with your work when you live on a homestead sort of environment, or a farm, or just like even anywhere that involves any kind of work with animals whatsoever. Or if you have a big garden or a lot of art projects. And it just made me feel a lot better. Dang it, I guess I do want a straight path after all. But it made me feel a lot better with just kind of taking our time on silly little things like planting a bunch of mint. I can't believe I'm putting down a straight path. Who would have thunk it? Alright, there we go. Maybe I will chisel this dirt though. Alright, there we go. So I don't mean to frustrate all of you guys if I seem to get distracted quite often, because reading that book really helped me think through things and made me realize playing in the cherry blossoms with Lily and Tate and Nora, my new kitty Nora, and making a nice little path that will be here forever. Now that we have taken the time to make it, my friends, this path will be here forever, leading us up to our brand new gazebo. It's all part and parcel of the experience of living in the zoo, even if I do want to get some more animal exhibits up pretty soon. But alright, so I do want to plant a whole bunch of like lovely, nice smelling mint over here. We have a whole bunch of ginger over here that I don't think has propagated very quickly. So maybe I'll make like a little ginger garden closer to where all of our hummingbirds are, because I think that the ginger would probably grow better there. And then we have these herb gardens that I actually don't mind spreading over here, because the mint is a special custom plant that Pavo was actually able to introduce to our world. I need to go get the mint seeds out of the... Oh, I have cake just still on the ground. Still need to eat that cake. I can't believe I've had it there for so long. I haven't looked in this chest in forever. It has been so long since we have dug through my herb chest. See, here's a whole bunch of the mint. So we can go ahead and transform this mint into seeds? Oh wait, no, I don't think you can. I think the only way to get mint seeds is by breaking the mint, and you can't just come over. That's right. All right, so let's go search in our seed chest and see if I have some mint just lying around. And we'll put away the cinnamon as well. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since we've dug through this. This is so exciting. All right. But yeah, so there's my little random spiel on why we're focusing on like just taking some time in the garden now and then, because it makes my heart happy. And it was really funny because honestly, there are projects to do anywhere. If you like threw a arrow somewhere in the zoo and hopefully didn't hit any of our precious animals or anything like that, you would find an entire to-do list just waiting for you. So the only thing I can do in the end is simply follow my heart. All right, so let's see. Mint seeds. They would probably be under miscellaneous. Basil. Oh, look, some mint seeds. Not very many though, just the one. A whole bunch of normal seeds, parsley seeds. Cabbage seeds. Oh, here's some mint seeds too. What could I do with these mints? Oh, these are the mints that will end up becoming mint tea. Oh my gosh. Or essential oil. Ooh, that would be the kind of mint that would smell really good. And it looks like you can also use it in a whole bunch of soups. What? That's amazing. Okay, let's plant this kind of mint too. And then we'll have a nice smelling garden. All right, so we'll get this planted on this side. Maybe I'll break open some of those herb seeds to see what's inside. Oh, those mints are so cute. And then can I plant these? Can I turn them into where do the mint seeds come from? Like where? No, they don't come from a cardboard box. Okay, now I'm curious about like where that mint comes from. Exotamint. Oh my goodness. All right, so it looks like there's also a wild mint that we could put out in my yard too to possibly attract a whole bunch of pollinators. And there's also these mint seeds that you get from combining mint leaves and seeds. What? We are learning all sorts of new things today. Oh my goodness. No, come back here, little mint leaves. I have no idea how I got these mint leaves, but I'm not going to let them go to waste now. All right. So our garden is going to be nice and smelling good and ready for spring that way. There we go. So if we combined seeds and mint leaves, mint seeds. Oh my goodness. This is so exciting. But our garden is going to be smelling great and hopefully attract a whole bunch of new pollinators as a result. There we go. All right, let's break open a couple of these spots right over here. And we will let the rest of those beautiful herb gardens hopefully grow on their own. And now we have tea leaves, celery, which I don't know if I would call celery like a mint, really. Some edible roots, which I think I happen to know a wild mole who lives in our area who would love that, and mustard seeds and garlic. Maybe I'll plant some of the ginger for now, and then we'll come back and we will hopefully be able to plant more mint as time goes on. And then I was wondering actually if I have anything before we leave here and like resume all of our work everywhere else in the zoo, if I have anything to decorate this little gazebo with. So I wanted to take a quick peek. Hello, Nora. Oh, I'm so excited to have a cat who is not just a security cat, but like, oh, no, I need those torch ginger. Oh, they're gone. All right, I'll have to go down into the root cellar to get them later. My sorting system is too efficient. But let's go ahead and see if I have anything that we could possibly use as a decoration for that new gazebo. I'm kind of thinking about setting it up so it has like a nice table, but it's sort of nice just to stand there. I like the idea of maybe standing out there. Maybe I could hang something overhead. Do I have anything? That would be good. I have cobwebs. I could hang cobwebs in the gazebo, which would be fashionable if you're like me and you love a whole bunch of the natural things in the world. What is this? A mouse! Oh my goodness, a little spawn mouse. Gosh, oh, here we go, a hanging acorn. This is actually exactly what I wanted. These are these adorable hanging acorns that actually come from E-Rose's place. And she gave me a bunch of them as a gift, and that's actually exactly what I wanted. It's the cutest little decoration. Yes, I think I have a few more of them hiding here and there, maybe down by my little squirrel rescue center. So we can go ahead and decorate with those. That is just so cute. That's what I wanted. There we go. Now I'm happy. I have some mint growing. We'll have to come back and harvest it and replant it later. I have a adorable little gazebo that I can add some more acorn decorations. And I do think I want to leave it open for now so I can just walk up and look out over the zoo. Yeah. That makes me happy. We've gotten quite a bit done, and it feels good. All right, so the other thing I wanted to do today was possibly release a whole bunch of insects into my garden so that hopefully, even though I'm currently rolling around in strawberries and I have no idea what I'm going to do with all of these strawberries, there's so many strawberries. I'm pretty sure I have some animals that need to eat strawberries now that I think about it. Maybe that would be fun. We could look up like what animals really love strawberries and possibly add a new species into the zoo. Just because we clearly have the means to take good care of them. Look at all of these strawberries. So many strawberries. What am I going to do with all of them? Oh my gosh, there's even more. Nora, we have so many strawberries. The yield is fantastic. You are doing a great job keeping any of the animals who would want to overeat all of our strawberries away. Though I don't mind sharing. All right, so let's see. Oop, Nora, there's still more strawberries. Oh my gosh. So many strawberries. At least I make some great strawberry salad. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and nibble this. And yes, okay, so the last thing I wanted to do was add a few wild bugs into our yard to hopefully make sure we have the pollinators flying around and taking care of things while we're going to and fro taking care of things in the zoo. And let's eat the last of that cake. The way we can do that is by making some peanut butter and jelly, actually. And I think how much peanut butter do I have? Yes, I have quite a bit of peanut butter. But we have a young boy who lives inside of the mountains near my home. I will go introduce you guys to him. Some of you guys may remember young Ben, but he lives inside the mountains of our home and has been there for quite a while, and he collects bug eggs. So we can go visit him and we can actually trade him for bug eggs. So let's go say hello, Lily, Tate, Alia. It has been a very long time since we have seen young Ben, and hopefully he's having a good time. But he lives with his chameleon inside of a small house near our home, left over. Oh, thank you so much for the grass, capybara of spring. Left over from the era from when we used to add in NPCs for people who could support the zoo. I forgot about this. Yes, meat. For my animals. I'm normally not one to cheer on a lot of meat, but my dogs, they need a lot of food. I can put down some veggie bait. I forgot I had a little trap over here. See, this world is so big. No wonder our to-do list never stops. You never know what you're gonna find. Here we go. So yes, as you can see, here is the pond in front of my home, where we can kind of come and rest and see the squicken jumping about and my little hedgehog that lives in my yard. We can see Jude with the mail that I still haven't checked. And then if you walk down this path behind our home, it will actually lead you to our friend Ben! Hello, my friend! He has been here for so long now. Oh my gosh, you must be old enough to go to college now, my friend. And he lives here with his chameleon, Milo. So they hang out inside of this small building, and he actually, if you speak with him and you bring him some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or some money, which I forgot about, he will actually trade you a whole bunch of mystery bug eggs. So I wanted to get a few of those from him today, and maybe we can even grab a few daisies while we're at it. So I actually want to feed this kid. So let's make him a few peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And while we're at it, I can probably pick up some wooden coins from Martha as we run by. And we can just have a nice day releasing some mystery bugs into my yard. All right, hello, Martha. Actually, this is the wrong chest, Martha. There we go. I'm going to drop off my Zookeeper EXP. I'm going to pick up a stack of wooden coins, even though she probably doesn't want me to do that. I think I have some diamonds I can drop off. Martha is my accountant, so she takes care of a whole bunch of keeping track of the monies. There we go. And let's make some peanut butter jelly sandwiches, just for the fun of it. Nope, that's cake. I'm sure that Ben would appreciate cake, but we're gonna grab some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. There we go. And let's see, what else do I need for a PBJ? Let's see. There we go. So peanut butter and jelly. We need to make sure we have a cutting board. We can have chestnut butter, peanut butter, almond butter, and grape jelly and bread. So I have been having Nora watch over that tiny little wheat field for a reason. Now we can run down here and we can check inside of the staple crops, and ta-da! A whole bunch of wheat! A ton of wheat! So much wheat! We have so much food! That's why I should feed everybody in the zoo, because we have so much food. And we can transform the sweet, ta-da, into bread, just like that. And now we have a ton of bread. We have a ton of jelly, and we have a ton of peanut butter. And if we put them all together on the cutting board, boom, peanut butter sandwiches. A lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, actually. Probably too many peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but I remember when I last fed this kid, so it'll make me feel better. All right, we'll put all the bread up there. And then I have all the puppy food, and we can throw in the wheat back into the sorting chamber as we run by, and we can toss in some of the cherries while we're at it. I just have too much food. I have way too much food, and that's really making me think that I need to do more with these resources. I definitely need to do more with them. I need to feed animals. I need to find animals with diets of strawberries who will want to eat all of my food. And I need to bring those animals to my zoo. That is clearly the only correct course of action. Hello, Ben. Oh, I hope, and you know he collects all the insects because Milo has to eat after all. All right, so we won't trade all of the sandwiches to Ben, I don't think, but I worry about this kid. You want to make sure that he's got something to eat. So we'll trade a whole bunch of them to him. And then we'll turn around and we will trade for a few mystery bug eggs of various types. And we will release these mystery bugs into my yard because why not? Because I'm sure this will turn out fine. I'm sure they will be all bugs that we want to have in my yard. There's no way this could go wrong. And if it goes really, really wrong, that'll be okay. Because what we will do is we will actually turn around and maybe make some new exhibits. Oh, and I did end up trading him all of those bugs. Oh, and let's grab some of the daisies, nymphaeas, hydrangeas, azaleas, bellflowers. Oh, let's get a few bellflowers from him. And maybe a few of these ones. And, ooh, you know what? Why not just the hydrangeas? We'll just do a ton of trading. Ben, I hope you've been having a good time. No pun intended. And we'll grab some more hydrangeas from you and a nymphaea. Phew! And now I have some plants. Oh, all right. So let's go and hatch open some of these bug eggs. I love how complex our world has become. All right. So I've got tons of bug eggs, which may possibly turn into new exhibits to build at this rate. And we're going to wiggle this way. Here we go. And we're going to check on my mint. Is it fully grown yet? Yes! All right. And, oh, I need room for the mint seeds. Oh, no. What have I done? Oh, my gosh. All right, quick, release the bugs. Mystery bug egg number 1. It's a fly. Well, all right, buddy. I guess I could save the fly and, like, put the fly egg somewhere else. Butterflies! Oh, they're so beautiful. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Hopefully they can fly around my yard. And here, we'll get rid of the ginger there because I have tons of ginger. They can fly around my yard and hopefully become good pollinators. All right, let's figure out what these mystery bugs are. Ooh, dragonflies. Oh, those are beautiful. And these ones? Ants. I actually love ants. I don't mind having a little colony of ants living in my yard. This is so exciting. And then, let's see, what do we have here? Oh, the grasshoppers. Okay, actually, I don't want the grasshoppers in my yard, so we'll save those guys. Maybe I can release the flies and the grasshoppers at the safari exhibit. But they do add quite a bit of life. Oh, and I don't mind the fireflies. Those are pretty, too. They add so much life to our yard, too. And they will do their own small part by flying around and hopefully pollinating all of our plants. And honeybees! The queens of pollinators! Welcome to the yard, my dears. Welcome to the yard. I 100% don't mind all of you joining the family. And speaking of honeybees, actually... Oh, that's actually really cool. Look at all the really cool pollinators we now have flying around. But speaking of pollinators and speaking of taking good care of my yard and its small projects, let's come on over. And we're actually going to take this queen bee. And she is going to pass on her royal jelly to her daughter. And now we have a new queen bee in the apiary where we can stand and overlook our zoo. Whew. So in a way, I know it seems like we have just run in a big circle today, but I've actually really filled up my heart and been quite happy, and we have tons of pollinators flying around in the yard, and I do actually want to go and drop off these bugs in the safari. Plus, we've ended up with more flowers, which is always a fantastic thing if you ask me. And I'm feeling good, guys. I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling ready to start tackling some of our bigger projects. So there's always so much to do in the zoo, but I'm really learning to be at peace with that and enjoy the journey, because you never know when you might look back later and be like, hey, that was a really fun day. Just letting a whole bunch of bugs loose in my yard and putting up E-Rose's adorable little decorative acorn and building the gazebo. I think we'll look back on this and we'll be happy we did it. So hopefully we can start tackling some bigger projects though, and I will see you guys next time. Remember guys, stay curious.